This one's really special for us. Jay, I really want to thank you so much, man, for showing up and just making this happen. This is TMU.
Yeah.
Take it back, Ryerson days. You know right there?
They don't understand. We go back like car seats, y'all. Way back.
Way back. You know what's so good about Ryerson, though?
Yeah.
Something. I'm coming from the East,
Yes.
and that's when I met all you guys from Brampton.
We merged in because it was the Brampton guys and the Malton guys. And
Yes,
just so coincidentally, we all chose, Ryerson.
So yeah, as I was saying, man, thank you so much for showing up. Welcome to I Quit My Job.
Yeah.
In our case, Jay went on to do something extraordinary, one of the funniest guys in Toronto.
I'll take one of the top guys.
So yeah, so tell us a little bit who you are and to kind of get us caught up to what you've been up to.
There's been a lot. This has been a journey.
Yeah.
I'm really happy that I'm on the show, especially with the aspect of, you quit your job. And, that was a defining moment in my life. Left Ryerson a little earlier than I wanted to, took some courses as well. I had a child early and I had to face responsibility.
This is all while Win Rise?
Right. And I was like, man, I'd already come in there a little later than I wanted to. My parents had passed away. I was kind of like an orphan in the house. I had responsibilities from an early age. So when it came to the fact that I was having a child, I was like, oh my God, I gotta do this. As you know, my brother, Mr. Metro, one of the renowned rappers, and I was on tour with him. So it was a tour of me going into music and what kind of entertainment. So then life slaps you in the face with reality, man.
Out of nowhere, man.
And I had to get a job, and I went into the corporate world. I worked my way into Bell, the telecommunication world. Worked my way up from activations up to a director.
Oh,
hand with the president.
Nice.
I mean, I made my own aspect of making that my own, and that was a really defining time in my life. So I got to the point where it got big. The president and me were like this, and I was like this, to the point where I was handling situations. I had their highest clients customer base in my database.
Right.
$1 billion in terms of revenue. Their highest clients that weren't corporate, they were individuals.
Oh, really?
These were the big ballers.
Big baller.
And I was the black guy with the black card.
Oh.
So I would be able to take them to shows, concerts, golf tournaments, all sorts of things. And he was my guy, you know what I mean? And then he was like, Jay, I'm moving on. I'm going to be president of Starcom in Denver. Do you want to come? I'm like, nah, I can't go to Denver.
Denver, the cold.
You know what I mean? I started my family. I'm like, I can't go to Denver. And you can see how structurally it changed in Canada.
Right.
Because he was a president that took you for your talent and your gift.
Right.
And he engineered my gift to be what I do. So when I'm speaking to a diverse group of audience, they don't just see a black guy. They see a witty guy, an intelligent guy.
Yeah.
So they allowed me to refine all my skills and be who I am.
Oh, so you learned it straight from how to deal with
corporate. I was the guy in corporate.
So you're taking us back to your corporate life, right? What were you doing before comedy fully took over?
They would let me speak and host all their events.
Okay.
And it's funny because the day I got hired, I met this girl, and this girl got hired the same day as me. This girl, Jackie, I shout her out all the time. And Jackie was getting married the next year. And Jackie was like, you're so entertaining. Why don't you be my host? I'm like, I don't even really know everybody.
Right.
She goes, but you got that gift.
And she just took you on like...
Yeah, and I did my first wedding 30 years ago. And that's where the comedy started.
And you still look young, brother.
Stop. I know, 30 years ago, I did my first wedding. It was my first show. And what I did is I just went to the sweet table. Them times, they got the sweet table. And I just put like business cards on the sweet table. And I would eat and see who picks them up. And people would be like, this guy did good. This guy did good. To date, I've done over 700 weddings. I swear, in 30 years. Worldwide. And you've never seen a commercial.
700 weddings.
I swear to you, I'm not just throwing a number out there. This is 30 years of like 30 weddings a year.
Wow.
Yeah, so the comedy was happening, but while there I was working at Bell. And the Newman that was the president, he moved on to Denver, and another president came in from like Montreal. And I'm saying this so that listeners know the difference in people.
Right.
Montreal has a certain way of life. Quebec has a certain way of life.
Right.
We deal with the bureaucracy of the French and English. So in walks this French president and seeing this black guy with a black card. And he's like, why does he go to all these shows and concerts to smooth our biggest people? Let's take that job away from him, put him on a desk and have me call all of these people to make sure they're okay. So it almost demoted me, even though I was making $750,000 of $100,000. And so when you say quit your job, I was really into Steve Harvey at the time. It's Steve Harvey's book. And I would secretly listen to his morning show and be like, I want to be like this guy. I said, I want to do comedy. And I did comedy, like I tried it. The first night I did it was at York Event Theater, and Russell Peters was hosting.
Yeah.
And I was so nervous. Rowan was my DJ. He's like, guy, just like go out and do something to get that nervous off. And I did it. I got a standing ovation the first time. And I'm not bragging solely because I was seasoned. They don't know I've done
You're
tours.
doing all the work in the morning. You're driving and practicing
Right.
your
And
routine.
touring with Devin. So stage president was always there. So I walk in as a newbie, but I don't look like it. I was the class.
Yeah.
I was the class.
I saw the tape you put up the other day of like your old school
Yes.
in school. I'm like, yo, these guys are like
Vintage.
living the life.
We did our own like TV show based off in Living Color. This is what I was born to do. I came from, and this is the truth, and I don't regret it. I know that's what it was. I came from the only kid I knew in my class that had no parent, had no mother,
Right.
died. So when these kids used to see me when they first got into school, they were like walking the other way down the hall. So I used to crack jokes to make people.
Oh, so
Not
that was your like
That was my
your trauma healing.
Right. There's a girl in high school that walked up to me at the reunion and was like, $10,000, Jay. I go, what do you mean? To fix my nose. Because I used to call her like toucan and all sorts of stuff. But I was not nice. I'm not even fronting. The nice guy that everyone sees now, like, oh, everybody loves Jay, knows that I was that class clown to make fun of people.
Right.
I was hurt, man. I was hurt. Like,
You were not. Yeah.
I lost my brother. I lost my mother
Yeah.
by the time I was 15. It was struggling to be existent. You know what I mean? All my friends were ballers. I was a soccer player.
Right,
So
right.
that when they're on the court, I'm in the stands and I'm ripping.
Wow.
So you know what I mean? That was what it was. So they knew the Jay earlier, but guys still covered it on camera so you could see the footage. This is what I was meant to do.
You had a good support system in terms of your boys backing you and what
They
you
knew.
do. So you knew they knew.
They knew, but I didn't know that you could be a star for me. Like
Okay.
I knew I was a star from high school, from grade school. I was in all the plays. I was always a clown, the joker. I had book sense, but clowning it.
Clown.
You know what I mean?
Right,
And cats,
right.
and that's why I came to Ryerson, just to prove I could do it. You know what I mean?
See, so a lot of it was to do
Yeah.
for you.
A lot of it was to do for me. And like if anyone tells you my high school days, if I told you, you would never believe. The guidance counselor gave me a bathroom key. I would have first name basis. I even ran for president and won and gave it to another. High school for me was like a rock star. They're like, he's going to be a star, but I didn't know where it was.
Where you were going.
Because I could sing, I could act,
man.
I could dance, I could rap, I can be funny, but what could that do? So,
And that's an old school character.
yes.
Once you're going in entertainment,
Yeah,
you have
going into
naturally to have everything, not just one thing, and then say you're a star.
You are. And these kids are coming home from, I'd leave high school to go to Much Music and then come back and everyone's like, I saw you at Much Music. Yo, guy, yeah. Like that was happening in high school because my brother was.
Right.
So these things were happening, but I didn't know how to target it.
Right.
And,
right.
you know, I didn't know,
That's
all right, I'm going to be a
amazing.
comedian, but, you know, life serves you, you know, lemons and you got to
Right.
make lemonade out of them.
Right. So when did you say you're out? Like,
I'm out.
fully?
It's the same thing. The new president comes in and they let go another director. And he was like in tears because his family was ruined. And I walked over to the director. I go, yo, the next time you let him go, like tell me.
Right.
But give me my date. There's none of this surprise stuff.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you know I'm going. And
So were you ever fearless, bro?
I'm fearless and afraid of everything because you got a family and you got to count on it.
Right.
But yeah, that day when I said I'm not going back and I picked my date and I walked out like George Jefferson out of the building, I was like, I'm gonna do my thing. I signed a contract deal. This is going to blow your mind. This right here is going to blow your mind. I leave the company.
Yeah.
And they call me, and the next day, a guy calls me from the company and says, yo, Jay, can you do a show here? And I know they got money. I'll do it for $3,000. And they're like, okay. And then I get another call from higher up. And they're hiding the number. And they're like, hey, man, how much to not go? And they roll into the restaurant and they hand me an envelope with $7,000. And they're like, how much to come to the restaurant? So I know 3. I just grabbed my favorite number, 7. I'm 7. And they're like, how much to not go? So I realized that A doesn't know what B is doing.
Right.
So they go come back with a list of things you want. So I make up the craziest thing on the list. Like, give me $10,000 and give me my salary. Which I told you already.
Yeah.
For like the next 5 to 7 years. And they're like, okay, what else? Free. Cell phone free for the rest of my life. I swear to you, slowly, this is true story. And they came back the next day and gave me like 3 out of the 4 things. They didn't give me my cell phone free, but they gave me everything else. So as I jumped and you say, when did you quit? I knew I had my salary for like the next 5 years. See, after that 5 years dropped, though, that reality was like, boom! It just boxed me in my face because you're not sitting on like 75 grand a year
Right.
bonus and stocks.
Right.
You're like, I gotta eat.
Did you actually have a feel to say, yo, I'm not working for myself?
Right.
You know, because comedy or just being in the entertainment could
Yes.
be a byproduct of what
Of course,
who you are.
of course. Who
And
you
you're
are.
not taking it serious.
Nah, but when you get slapped and you got to figure out, kids are like, oh, Dad, I'm smart. I want to go to university. And you're like, damn, you get that bill.
Damn,
You
that
get this bill. And it's gone. You're like, yo, I got to make it work. And I did. So you saw that was a certain period of time where everyone started to know who Jay Martin was. I got to work out all these different ends of revenue to make it work.
So you went in there like, not just as a comedian being booked. You went in there like as a person saying, I want to control what's going forward.
Correct.
And so what was the mindset to have that?
The mindset was
because enough people just
learning.
want to be comedians and just
they do.
you know what I mean? So what's the mindset to say, yo, I want to be a comedian, but also I want to control the venues. I want to take it to another level. Where does that mindset come from?
It comes from a survival, but it also comes from what you're getting paid with.
Right.
You're going to go into the system. I remember Big Reggie, Reggie, walked in and called Mark Breslin from Yuck Yucks. And he's like, listen, I got the next best star for you. I've known this guy from I'm a kid. Put him on. And the guy Breslin goes, oh, put him on Tuesday to the amateur. He's like, dude, he's doing like theaters with 4,000, 5,000. He's doing concerts. And he's like, I don't care. Put him on, amateur night.
Right.
Now my head's big because I headlined in 6 months. I don't care who you are. I headlined. I went, hi, my name is. In 6 months, I headlined. To the point that Kenny stocked the show with all the stars you see. Jerry D on Family Feud was on my headline. Russell, Jason Rouse, Cedric. Like the best of the best were on my show getting laughed. And because I was at Bell and had the link up, I showed up in a limo. They're like, who's this kid? You know what I mean? They were like, who's this kid? So I never knew that they were like on the low going, who the hell is this?
Yeah.
So I had to be forced based on this talent to be able to drive that revenue. I had to be throwing dinner and dances, get a liquor license, borrow the money to get the liquor, get the food, do $50 a place. Auntie, come cook. Food was incorporated in my life at a very early age. I got to tell you something. This is going to be one of your best things because you're getting all the truth out of me. When I was born slowly, there was something that happened that I didn't know. The way I was born, I laid on my mother's pelvic bone. And it caused her hip to twist. So when you see the movie Usual Suspects, and Kaiser Sose walks with his drag, that's how my mother used to walk. So I knew that when I saw her walking, and I'd be like, soccer fast, and I'd be like, did you ever run? And it was my brother that told me she used to before I was born. So it internalized in me. By the time I was in like 10 years old, so she's an immaculate chef. So while kids were in learning like ball and these other things, I was like learning the art of patties.
You can make patties?
Cheesecake. I had a cheesecake company in high school. The same thing. They gave a grant in the summer. So entrepreneurship was always in me.
Was always in
Mom.
Right.
So I used to have a cheesecake company and JC Secret Cheesecakes. And the secret was I couldn't eat it because I'm allergic to cheese. I never tasted it, but I sold tons of cheesecakes at my church building funds.
And you went to church.
You didn't see me at those clubs and parties early because I was in church. I mean, church every single week to be a deacon even. So when
you were thinking of that?
No, I was a deacon.
You were?
Dude, slowly. When you guys met me is when I first started buying jeans. I had beer dress clothes. I never went to Caravana in my life.
What?
All the things these guys were like, yo, you got to come wear the aunties. I'm like, no, I'm at church.
Even though you were a class clown.
Same thing. But it was all of these things embodied made for the Jay Martin. Mom taught me everything to cook. So when guys were like, what are we eating? I'm like, stew chicken and rice and peas. I knew how to make all that stuff from her. By the time I'm 18, 19, 20, when I meet you, I've been through the fire already. I've been a homeowner. We've lost the house. The sheriff took it away. All sorts of stuff I'm seeing.
That's some American lifestyle.
Those are in Canada. That man will tell you. My hand is vicious in the kitchen. Put all of this away.
Vicious in
the kitchen. Bake and cook.
So with all that knowledge you got, and this is just a start in the early years, what would you say to somebody right now who's in their corporate world and they're making they want to make that move?
Jump.
What would you say to them?
Well, I would tell them, take it slowly, but make sure you have, because if you're working like you have nothing left, you're responsible for your own identity. So when everyone's like, yo, man, I want to go to this party and jam, you're like, nah, I got to do this.
Right.
I heard you even describe what you're doing with this podcast. You know what I mean? hats you're wearing.
Right.
And it might not constitute or translate to that
Yes.
beginning.
Yes.
But trust me, the work ethic that you're building
Mhm.
will put you in a place where you're like, yo, man, I can take what's happening. So when someone gives you the opportunity and it's worth financial gain, you seem to capitalize a lot better than
Right.
everybody else.
Right.
Because of what it means for you.
Right.
Would I have
Right.
known that if I didn't know the business entity of what I learned in the corporate world? Would I have known that if I didn't know what people are looking for
Right.
or where they want to spend their money?
Right.
You understand what I mean? So comedy happens once you're on stage.
Now that you've quit your job.
Yes.
You're in this right now.
18 years.
You had mentioned it a little bit, no paycheck coming in after the 5 years of
Right.
signing that deal.
Right.
Is that when you realize, like, yo, I'm on my own now?
I'm on my own. That was it. It was it. It was it.
Mm.
I remember doing a New Year's Eve party with a guy, and he was like, okay, we're going to do this. We did like numbers.
Mhm.
I think we did like about 40 to 50 grand. And then he
Yeah.
turned around and he was like, so here's $2,000. And I was like, what? And he's like, well, I put up the money, so I'm going to get the return because you didn't put up the money. Bullshit. And the reason why I said that, because I was like, I could throw a party
Mhm.
$5
Yes.
and I can get 1,000 people.
Yes.
At least give me $5,000.
Right.
Well, then do it. That's what he said. And I said, all right, I'm going to do it. Insert front pocket party.
Mm.
So-
So that's how
That's how it started.
from
so
that
That experience. So the next year I said, you know what, I'm going to do it? I'm going to do it the Saturday after Christmas, but before New Year's. What I would say to an entrepreneur is don't think of one stream of revenue.
yes,
You'll die.
you'll die.
You will die.
Yes.
So if
Yeah.
you're like, I'm going to do this and it's
Mhm.
going to make this,
Yes.
you will die. My entity now has like so many platforms.
Mhm.
There's the public speaking, there's the cooking, there's the
Mhm.
food,
Mhm.
there's the entertainment, there's the host,
And it's
there's the
all
web-
within that same
the
ecosystem.
circle. And then the ecosystem, that's movie writing, script writing, acting.
Mhm.
I'm going to go into the travel and tourism world
Mhm.
and then the villa.
Mhm.
So you get to be this. And that's when Eddie McWilliams said, you're not even, you adapt.
So that's how you came with the Renaissance.
That's the
man?
name. He gave it to me. And I was like,
shit.
J. Martin the Renaissance.
Yeah.
I don't want to be J. Martin. I would have loved to have been J. Martin the Entertainer.
Right.
Cedric got it.
Got it.
My business acumen with the comedy, with the hosting,
Mhm.
came grounded. You know what I mean? And
Yeah,
nice
yeah.
adversities kept happening.
So people are taking that leap.
Mhm.
What advice would you say to them? Just want to take that leap tomorrow.
I want to get out of this world. I didn't get
Yeah.
it. Number one reason. Number one.
Let's say they have no support. The mental is going to be harder.
It's gone. It's gone. It like everyone's like, how did you get here? My team was my mental health. They didn't care if I was making money or not. Get your head right. You're going into a battle that's not a battle that you can do with people.
Right.
Like this entrepreneurship is not a team sport.
No. Self-made.
It's not a team sport.
Right.
So you
Right.
going into a
love that.
responsibility
Mhm.
era that you're going in where everything you do
Mhm.
revolves about what you do. The work level you put out doesn't even equally match what you get in.
Mhm.
Because everyone who's working is like, I put in my shift, I did my 40 hours. Where's more? So if you don't use it in your term, you're gonna fail.
Mhm.
I don't get up and I don't write a joke about Jamaica and my villas
Mhm.
to plug it.
Mhm.
I'm killing myself. So you got to get yourself your stars.
Mhm.
That's what I would tell
And
entrepreneurs.
how do they get their
How
start?
do they get
bro?
their stars? From the same brethrens and friends that they think they have.
Mhm.
Those ones have to be your stars.
Was there any moment that could have just went left for you, bro?
Many.
And how did you like handle that moment?
There's so many. Like, because as I said, it's a team sport. It's not a
Mhm.
team sport. So when you go out there and think that this is your big break, something derails you.
Mhm.
But you can't let it derail you. I'll tell you, the best one was when I was touring with Russell.
Mhm.
He was getting big. And he put me on a show here in Toronto with some heavyweights. And that time there was a guy touring with him that won him runner-up in America's Funniest.
Okay.
Came
Okay.
like number 2.
Right.
So he was opening for Russell. And everyone who knows Russell Peters knows that he sleeps a lot. So we're at the show and they're making the order and they're going, this guy, this guy, this guy. We'll put you there. And then we put Jay before intermission.
Mhm.
And not because I'm the best,
Mhm.
because my ending was the Indian stuff and people loved it. I put Indian clothes underneath my
Oh,
clothes.
see.
They play a Bhangra song.
Yeah.
They take off my clothes. Indians get to see me Bhangra dance. That's like a white guy doing patois.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's gonna win. It was like me being the white boy to them. I was the guy to the Indian. So this guy goes, nah, man, I'm the one that goes last. And they're like, nah, man, trust me. It's not that he's better than you.
Right.
You won. But this is unbelievable.
Mm.
They just get ready. They go to intermission. They talk about it. And then Russell kills him. The Guy goes, nah, man, I'm last. So the guys all look at me and they're like, give it to him, Jay.
Right.
And I'm like, I don't even want to give it to him. Like, I know I have a home run bat.
Right.
There's no need for this.
Right.
So Russell comes in last minute and he goes, no, Jay, you doing the bit? I'm like, come on. Of course I'm doing the bit.
Right.
He switches us.
Mm-hmm.
So the guy goes up there and he does his thing and he's like, thank you very much. So Russ goes to me, next week I'm going to go to Apollo to do the Apollo. I'd done the Apollo before and lost. So now I'm here with Russ. I know it's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
I know crack.
You're ready now.
So I get to the door and we're all in the, Russ is like, let's go. And I get to the door and they're like, excuse me, what's your name? I'm like, Jay Martin. Sorry, you can't. Calling everybody. What the hell's going on?
Mm-hmm.
I'm in New York.
Mm-hmm.
Da-da-da. And I get there and funny enough, I see Melissa Ford, Taj, Director X.
Oh,
this is New York. They got tickets.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, you going on, Jay? I'm like, yeah. I find out the guy that I just gave it to the week before.
Destroyed him. And he took it personal.
Dude, I hope everyone sees this because I never want to see that guy again. I saw him outside. He had a camcorder and he's taping his name on the mezzanine opening act to Russell. And I'm like, I get it, dog. Last week, this happened.
Right.
I know I'm not touching that stage if you have anything to do with it. You and I both know what happens if I touch that stage. So here what? Just put me backstage and I'll keep my mouth shut. Not sure. But don't rob me of this.
Right.
He's like, do I know you? And I was like, all right. What? New York is not a fun place. I had to sit there, watch this dude do the same jokes I heard last week. And I'd look beside me.
Doing your joke.
No, doing his
jokes. Okay.
I'm seeing Melissa Ford crying, Taj crying, X crying with laughter. I walked out, met some cousins. We went over to the Biggie restaurant where Biggie got signed. Harlem and ate food. I couldn't watch the second half. Like I just couldn't take no more. I was breaking down. I was trembling.
Shit.
And it's not to diss Russell because Russ put me on. This was bigger, but they hired him. He can't tell you who's on the show.
Right.
That guy's like, yo, forget Jay Martin. That dude served me last week. I'll be damned if he gonna serve me this week. And it was a crushing point. So when you say the turning point, that was the day I realized.
What separated you from the people you came up with to make you go your direction and they went there? Like even the 5 deadly venoms that you spoke about.
I think what separates me in that aspect is I have the entertainment skill too.
Like, right. Sing, dance, and all that.
Play piano, sing.
You can play the piano?
Yeah, I'm light with it. Chords and do my little John Legend bit. I can be that Jamie Foxx guy. I can sing, act. That makes me different, but those allow me to do what I have to do. And last but not least,
Sensei.
turning point is when you meet your idol, when you meet your mentor. They never turn out to be what you think they're always. You're always like, and I embodied Steve Harvey.
Right.
Wrote his books.
Right.
Wrote a movie. It was like Think Like a Man 3 or J Like a Man 1.
Right.
I mean, scripted, 92 pages, full movie to present to Steve Harvey when I'm opening a meet. Cedric had warned me. He had said, he's not who you think he is. But he meant it like, just be careful.
Right.
He's not who you think he is.
Right.
And he was the one that told me man to man on college that Bernie's wife did not like Steve. Steve just showed up at Bernie's funeral. I met Steve, like, I don't care what you say, Steve's my reason. And I met him, and biggest dogging, all these stories you heard, nothing could compare to how much he dogged. We were in dressing rooms in the back, and I was like,
so dogging how? Like saying what you have to work on?
I got 15 minutes. What do you do in 15 minutes? I'm like, I'm going to do this. And then another guy comes and goes, you got 10. Steve says, you got 10. Oh. Let's open the curtain. And I'm like, Mr. Harvey, how you doing? I know I'm doing 5. Do you just want me to introduce you? I won't do this, that. Look, man, don't talk to me. Walks off, he's pacing. And a big guy that felt like a fridge was like, excuse yourself, Mr. Harvey. What? And I'm in my dressing room. I'm like, nah, it didn't go the way it was. I thought I could smooth it out. Then I get Mr. Harvey says you can't go out. I'm like, what?
He just kept taking it down
to 0. And I'm like, but I'm the one that got Mr. Harvey here. And that time I had a deal, an endorsement deal, for $75,000. And the front row was all of those people. They were a mortgage company.
Right.
And they gave me like 25 or 50 of the $75,000. They were sitting in the front. All I had to say was, I'm represented by this more.
Right.
Dude, that was all them pictures you see with me in the like tuxedo hat.
Yeah.
I lost like 30 pounds. I was lean. It was all for Steve. And I didn't go out there. And I punched the wall. My hand was like so angry.
And how did you come back from that?
Bro? The sendback was so bad that I had him have a deal. I did a deal, and this is why me and her are very close. Sharon Burke, she's big out of Jamaica. She's like Shaggy's manager, Bounty Killer. All of those big managers is brought to you by Sharon Burke. And I had done a deal with her prior to that to get Steve Harvey to do a Bob Marley 25th anniversary hosting. But Bob Marley, this was right after he did that thing where he mispronounced the name on the girls, like a pageant.
Right.
He did something wrong with the pageant thing.
Yes.
And I was like, I got him the gig. It was like 150 grand from Jamaica. And so now after this show, he meets with me. He sits down with me and he's like, yo, didn't know you were that got me the gig.
Right.
And you know how this goes. And I'm looking at him like how you looking at me like, this is the Malton kid that I looked up to you and now you punking me because I'm the 150 grand that you just lined up over there. So he goes, yo, we're going to go on tour. Me and you, kid. If you open up for me and Tony Robbins, we're going to do Indiana. And, you come out and do your minutes. I'm going to pay you 10 grand. He's trying to match this back up. And I'm just looking at him like, you son of a, I can't believe this. But I still love this guy.
Yes.
It's like you got hurt by your hero.
Your hero.
And he turns to me and he's like, yeah, we're going to do this gig. And the next day I look it up. Sometimes internet is just pumping up to 13. I Google this and I see Tony Robbins, Steve Harvey at the Indiana Conseco Field, whatever stadium. I'm like, yo, I'm going. 10 grand a pop. And it was like, show canceled. Miss Burke, I have no idea what Steve's going to do to you because he did this to me. And she's like, Burke. She put the brakes on.
Right away.
I'm done with this. That's a true story. Like, you're getting the nuggets today.
What?
But this don't get what?
These are big wigs, too.
These are big wigs.
This is not no little man.
Oh, man. I got the pictures. Me and him shaking hands. It's not me just like throwing this shit.
What's so wicked about you, bro? Nobody know this story.
Nah, man. I'm just giving you.
They think you're just on the way up. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. On the come up good.
You know what I mean?
Been through the war with these guys.
But this is wicked, though. So you're not just a comedian. Now you went to the expansion, evolution, and you think bigger. Jay Martin, Villas.
Yes.
What brought you to that mindset, bro? To be thinking bigger outside?
You have to, because when I hired or consulted with a business developer, which is another thing I should tell all you entrepreneurs.
Business developer. You hired
Get yourself a business developer. Like, you know him, like he's my sensei. When we watched the movie Malcolm,
business developer.
Yes, he's my hired on business developer for everything. You understand that this happens.
Right.
The brand, the algorithms, the things. And I'm like, oh. And he'll go through it and he'll add his pieces and he'll be like, this is where you were personal. This is where you think. Now go. Now we send it. And it sounds like this. You understand me? It's my credit score. I've just jocked it up.
Yes.
You've just checked it off.
Yes.
We both have just checked it off.
This has been amazing, man. You actually bet on yourself. You know what I mean? And
I'm at a level now in my life that I don't need like Steve Harvey to make me.
Right.
So I can tell you this story.
Yes.
I've been quiet about the story because I'm afraid that one day he might hear it and if your dream doesn't happen. I give 2 in a bucket if he hears it or not, because he needs to know he was terrible. Envy your confidence.
Oh shit! And you think those guys at day one, they're still around.
The day you met me slowly, you saw that I had that confidence.
Appreciate you coming on here.
Listen, I appreciate
dropping some gems, bro.
I love the gems. Even when this is out, it's not gonna go old. Please like his comments. Comment on anything you watch from this show. Make sure you do that.
Peace. Love that.